Alrighty, so you know how last week I got to do the whole new visual direction on the pricing page. So it's been getting really good. I got really happy with the purple color, and I did some fine tuning, namely the dark color that I'm using as a base for all the typography. I made it to be like a really dark variation of that purple. And I think that this whole dilemma that I had about the brand color being green and then adding another color, I feel pretty happy about this. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna combine them like throughout like the website and the communication, but I know that these colors work really good together. So that's why I'm just gonna trust my intuition based on this one thing, and I'm going to go with it. So this whole thing, I already got it implemented in our webpage. So if I go to our staging, this is how it looks like with the starter in the bottom. And one thing that I've learned, especially like when you are the only creative and the only designer in a startup, just ship stuff. Just ship stuff. Like I can't number all the designs that I've created, and they're just like rotting in Figma files because I never got around to implement them. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm just like implementing stuff. Things are not looking ideal. Like this cookie bar is like really off. This one here is in different grays. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is now that I have this pretty thing, I want to get these things in. And this is 1,000 times more motivating to, motivating for me to actually get it done than creating the perfect design for months in Figma and then implementing it. Like it's just so sucking. Okay, so obviously like the copy is a placeholder, but this is something that my partner in crime, Yana, is gonna be figuring out, and I left for her the option to have this one or not have it. Personally, for me, I think that the way it is like this, looks better. This one creates like a really nice feeling that this is a different item, right? You know, you have a standard plan, which is like pro and enterprise, but this thing, like this is consultancy, like it's a packaging, like there is limit on this. So I think that it just generally works better, but marketing people do love to have options, so I left that for her. But I'm super happy with where this is going. The colors are working super nice, and generally things are kind of broken around the website, but I'm not too worried. I want to refine this whole thing, so I would rather have progress and motivation to get these things refined and see that every time that I'm making every time that I sit down and work, then have the perfect design and never get it implemented. So yeah, that's the dispatch from today. Happy creating. I almost forgot. I actually really wanted to show you this. Something that has been evolving over time, and I'm super happy about this setup. So generally, the way that I've set up our website is using this style sheet where I have pretty much like all the basic ingredients, the typography and the different headlines and the buttons, right? But since some time ago, like Webflow actually implemented these variables, and it's just so easy to make these refinements and tweaks, because essentially like everything on all the styles are kind of wired up to this. So I have like that main dark color, so I just copy paste this, and I'm using shades most of the time. Like I would say like 95% of the time shades work phenomenally. There are just like a couple of edge cases where you kind of want to have like a solid color that is that lighter version of it, but most of the time like it just works good. So this has been like super good way to set up the whole thing, because practically doesn't take me that much time. So one thing I'm actually working on that I'm still like dipping my fingers on. They set up like these different, so you can basically create typography sizes and then create different variations of them on based on the breakpoints, which is super good. Like I've been doing this manually within like each and every style, like on the editor. Like I would go, where is it? I would go to, for example, I have like paragraph 5 here, or maybe like here, and then when I'm on tablet, I would actually change the values from here when it's selected like that, right? But now it's grabbing that global variable from the central spreadsheet. And this is just so nice. This is so nice that they've done it. So this one still like needs fine-tuning, but basically right now what all of these ones are doing, all these rem values, they're wired up to this. So if I crank up this, everything goes up, and if I reduce it, all the ones are gonna be responsively going smaller. Yeah, it's just Webflow is a really amazing tool. But for me, like it's like a visual code editor for CSS and HTML, and it got like there was like a time investment to get to learn it, but once I got to understand like the fundamentals, it's a superpower that I never imagined that I would have, because I never really got really into the whole coding part. So anyways, I just thought that this is exciting. It's just so important, like to spend that extra time, like to set up that infrastructure, so when you're actually changing stuff, it's much easier to do it globally. So yep,